Today's word is massive, and we're going to do the opium bird.
Well, hello and welcome back. I mean, some terrible lighting problems because the whole of England has just turned to a black sky all of a sudden. Don't know what's going on. Right, well, today's word is massive, and the only thing that's massive at the moment is on YouTube, on TikTok. There's this thing about this bird called the opium bird. If you haven't heard of it, it's this kind of bird that somebody made on AI, and it's this giant bird with a long kind of beak, grey beak, and long kind of feathers. And it's been doing the rounds. It's like everybody's gone mad on it. So I thought, massive opium bird. Yeah, it could be fun. So let's have a go at it. Let's have a go and do some big, fluffy, hairy bird and see what you think. I hope you enjoy. So, the opium bird, here we go. Turn that on. And let's get going. Right. I've already done a rough kind of little grey bit on there just to kind of add a bit of colour dimensions to it. And well, I'm not so keen on that straight away. Let's get rid of that. Let's find that one. Let's get the eyes down first, because they've got these big glaring, staring eyes. Now I thought that's probably a very good way to start it. Straight in with the eyes. Get some nice kind of thin, kind of starey kind of wrinkles around the eyes, just to kind of give it a bit more kind of character. Oh, a bit too thick there. So yeah, it was something that somebody made on a AI, and I think, you know, as the way the internet works, and I think there must have been like hundreds of people that must have thought it was real or something, you know, and they kind of got all excited about this rare kind of freaky bird that had been found. I'm going to kind of add some teeth to mine just to give it a nice edge. So the opium bird, I don't know too much if it's even on like, if it's on like YouTube or anything like that, but it's definitely gone mad everywhere else. So we're going to get some down into some real big. He's got this big kind of grey beak, and I thought, well, it'd be cool to kind of get it, and get it all in there and get it all kind of greyed up and. Let's get that down there. It's quite a nice start. Now, I don't really know where and why this thing was originally drawn up, but it did seem to cause quite a stir. I guess the person who designed this whole AI type character must have been very happy with all the excitement that it caused. And of course there was loads of people going on and kind of doing that type of you know, dressing up like it and putting blankets all over their heads and stuff like that. It was kind of funky. It's kind of weird as well, though, because it kind of does almost look like a skull of a bird in a weird kind of way. So we've been doing really, really well this week with all the comments and stuff. Really appreciate everything. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. And I've replied to everybody, so I've been a very good boy. So I'm just trying to give it this kind of loose type of feather type of feeling to it, which is the version that I saw was very much like that. It was very much like some kind of weird kind of feathered beast type of, and I kind of like that. See, AI is kind of like a strange subject anyway. It's like, you know, it's kind of something that's kind of taken lots of ideas from whatever art has been around anyway, and that's very, very odd for artists to be standing there and watching this part of the computer world kind of taken over in a way. To be honest, I mean, it's kind of amazing, but at the same time it's like, well, it was done by computer, so I don't know. For me, it's kind of like a little bit boring in an odd way. You know, it just kind of got very, very kind of predictable almost. You know, it's kind of like when computers do things, I kind of think, well, it's a computer. What did you expect? You know? Whereas kind of like if a person does something, it's like, wow, man, you know, somebody really thought that up. That's just incredible, you know. And that's the kind of approach that maybe my older mind maybe comes into. But you know, if someone actually comes up with a creation, it's like sometimes it's like just phenomenal. But I think, like, same with like some of the movies that you've been watching, you know. Sometimes you see these kind of stuntmen doing these things, and they kind of like, you know, they kind of put a bomb underneath their legs and somehow they shoot all the way to the moon. It's kind of like, well, a computer did that. So I think now was kind of like, that's quite nice. With movies and such like, it's kind of coming to the point of if all the computer is doing all the, you know, CGI and whatever else you want to call it, has been, it's not thick enough. That's not thick enough. If CGI is doing it, then it's kind of like, well, so what, you know? So what? CGI did it, well, brilliant. I kind of like when you go back to like seeing some of the old movies like Buster Keaton, and I know it's kind of like really, really going back and really kind of old now, but like those guys were doing it, you know. They were kind of getting on there, and they were jumping off the back of a train and stuff like that, you know. And that's what kind of, I think we need to go back a little bit. We need to go back and get back to people doing things and people being incredible. I mean, that's the same for me now with like a lot of the art stuff. Like, you know, when I draw, I love the fact that it's me drawing. I love the fact that I might make a mistake. I love the fact that it's so inspiring in a way that you can watch somebody. I watch people painting, and you know, especially like oil painting and stuff like that, and you're just like, oh my god, did you really paint that? How? You know, teach me. And I watch a lot of like oil painters and stuff like that. So if you're an oil painter, send me a link. Let me see what you're doing. And he's got these long long feathers that are beautiful on this opium bird. What are you chewing on, mister? Just heard something snap. So this is my version of the opium bird. I guess I've got to go and put that kind of type of music on it. Weird kind of freaky music. I don't know if the music was also done with AI, because I know there's a lot of music stuff being done with AI at the moment also. It's pretty incredible. You know, you can kind of get Bob Marley to sing Happy Birthday to you and stuff like that. It's like, what? You know, Love Me Tender. You can get that sung by, you know, the Sex Pistols or something, you know. That's kind of looking funky, I think. I really would like to have that a bit thicker there. Let's see if I can get that down. Lovely. It's almost like a kind of vulture type bird, isn't it? It's like quite beautiful, really. You know? And today's word is massive, so the massive opium bird is where I'm playing this today. Very nice. And it kind of comes downward like, where's that brush gone? Oh, it just broke my nib. Silly boy. Just kind of thickening up that wing there. Just for my eye, it just seems to be like it's a defining shape there across the bird. The way that wing kind of comes up like that, it's kind of, I really wanted that to come across. So I've just darkened that up, and I've just broken my nib, so I'm going to have to jump across and choose a different nib. That's the nib if you're interested. Oh dear, 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 man. Gnarly toes on there as well. Let's get those in there. That's the toes. He's got this big long kind of chunky feet that he's got, and we're going to drag them back. So that's what we've been We've been working on this lovely big kind of bird. Lovely. Just going to swap that nib over because it's dragging a lot, you know. When you know that feeling when a nib's just like dragging, scratching, and there's no ink there. It's like driving me mad, you know. That's better. Give me some pop. And that's, we're just bringing down the base of it. It's got these long, kind of scraggy kind of feathers to him. Beautiful. That's lovely. Now I'm bringing these other foot over here somewhere. I keep kind of going out of camera, don't I? I'll try and behave myself and keep in camera. It's kind of like a little bit tricky because I'm trying to set up the camera so that I got like 3 versions. Like I do a speed version as well as I do a recorded version, and then that's got to be a certain angle, and then I've got to have me drawing at a certain angle, and the paper's got to be at a certain angle. So it's really sometimes quite awkward, you know. There's his other foot going in there, way in back in there. Cool. Lovely. It's coming out really nice. I'm thinking just trying to put another wing in there. Should I try it? Like almost like I got the wings kind of reaching forward a little bit. And there's that wing coming in there at the back. I might try and just shade that in a little bit if this pen will let me, because this pen is also, I think maybe I'm kind of, because I'm drawing so many drawings these days, that maybe the nibs are dying and I'm not paying attention and I'm not dumping them. And that's probably what I need to do. I need to go through and kind of have a little bucket at the top of my a little bucket at the top of my desk and go, shoo! That's rubbish. That's dead. So that's that other wing, the back wing coming forward there. So that's the opium bird, and if you haven't heard of it, go and have a look at some of the videos. They're kind of odd. You might enjoy them. So that's our snowy bird. There's some black snow falling there, just in case you're asking. So that is the opium bird. And I'm going to squeeze my name in down there at the bottom. That is me, Kieran Siemens. And I have been drawing for my absolute pleasure for you. And that is such a cool word to kind of get into. And, I draw here every day. Every day, so if you like this drawing, if it's somewhat entertaining, then come back for more. I draw almost every single day. In fact, I pretty much draw I do draw every day, but whether I put them on video. But most of the time I have of drawing up almost every single day on YouTube. Sometimes there's 2 a day. So if you like it, follow me. Hit the subscribe button. Come and follow this crazy journey. I have an Etsy shop where I sell some prints. If there's any of the drawings that you really particularly love and you would like to see as a print, let me know. We can sort something out for you. But make sure you subscribe so you can see more magic. So that is today's drawing for you. It has been the Opium Bird. Thank you for watching, and come back again and watch some more. See you again. Bye bye.